What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of the FM Journeyman series. Last time you were here, I said we'd come back at the end of the transfer window and we'd either have a new club or we will be showing you all the work we've done at AEZ. So, which one is it? I'm not going to give you guys any clues until after the intro. So, smash a like button for this next season, show your support in the comments down below and let's roll the intro. Okay, so, yeah, we're still at AEZ. Finances are still insecure. We managed to get one interview in the Dutch 2nd Division for a team that had just been promoted, Leeuwarden, who are currently on 2 points after 6 games, and they would not hire me. So, we're going to show everyone what we're worth, and we're going to look at this ridiculous transfer list. We bought in 1 or 2 players, that's for sure. So we had a bunch of new players coming in. As I'm sure you guys know, Ramal has gone on loan. He's not gone on loan, he left on a free. He's gone to MTK in Hungary. He's barely on any more money. He wouldn't take anything like that from us. We've got a few players gone, but I'm going to walk you through each player one by one. Anyone that's of interest anyway. We're going to do all the transfers, have a look at the new squad, have a look at the 2 games we played already, and then we're going to play 1 game. It's a bit of a busy episode, so we don't really have time to play more than 1 game. So we're going to start off with this guy, Demetrius Suanis. He has featured every now and then. He's going to probably be our defensive forward for the season. Depends how he gets on. Not been too good so far, so he may switch up, but he basically has perfect stats for a defensive forward. That's the system we like to play. Can't really finish, but teamwork, work rate, determination, aggression, bravery, acceleration, stamina. These are stats you want for your defensive forward. He's perfect for it. This is probably going to be our main striker for the season, replacing Ramal. Arguably not quite as good as Ramal, but potential to get close to it. He's valued higher than Ramal is. He's an advanced forward. He is perfect for us, just what we need. Then we have a ridiculous 32-year-old right back. His stats are pretty good. A 3.5 star current ability. Great defensive stats, but also good crossing. Where we're playing the narrow formation with fullbacks set to overlap, I wanted someone with good crossing. He fits the bill. We got Taldul back. You guys may remember, obviously, he was our lone goalie last year. We got him on a free, which is just what we wanted. He was actually unavailable for the 2nd game, and I'll show you guys the banter that happened in that shortly. But, yeah, he was unavailable for that. Next up, we have Celestino. Wasn't as good as I thought he'd be. He's valued really highly, but he's not actually quite as good, and I actually think I wasn't able to register him. I'll have to double check, but if you guys don't remember, we're only allowed 15 players that aren't from Cyprus. And I have a lot of players not from Cyprus, so I may have messed up slightly and he wasn't able to make it in. Next up we have Panagiotis Balas, a ridiculously good central midfielder and defensive midfielder. His defensive stats are absolutely fantastic. His mentals are brilliant. 3.5 star with 4 star potential ability. Love it. George Ray, our Welsh centre-back. 3.5 star current ability. 4.5 star potential ability. On a free again. 1.3k a week. His stats are absolutely fantastic. An enormous improvement on what we had before. As you can see, he's now the best centre-back at the club. Next up is Tom Beedling, who we have basically bought on a free, but he's not even registered because we were low on players and this guy, low on spots, and this guy is more for the future. 2.5 star now, but really good potential ability. We'll probably never see him play at the club, so you guys don't need to see that one. Next up, you guys may, if you've ever watched #Harry, you'll know Ossa Davey is a fantastic bronze player on FIFA. 3.5 star current ability, brilliant potential ability, a really good all-round box-to-box midfielder, which is what the team was crying out for. Does an amazing job. Guys, we've got some amazing players, that's all I need to say. Andrew Aleferu, he is a Cypriot, so he's okay for our national thing. I basically bought him in. He's going to be a backup right back. He's not that amazing, but he's Cypriot and he's only on 300 quid a week. Absolutely brilliant. Michael Caine, an unreal central midfielder, another box-to-box midfielder. Can kind of do it all though. He's got amazing stats. I'm going to show you guys some funny things shortly. Sam Byrne is on loan again this season. 2.5 star apparently his current ability was, but he was good for us on the tail end of last season. So I feel like he's worth it. 44k for a year. It's not too bad. George Grant, a central midfielder who didn't actually make the cut. I messed up and wasn't able to flip and include him. I couldn't loan anyone out as well, guys. I was trying so bad. Then we have our new left back. I'm not sure if he's going to be the guaranteed one, but 4 stars. Good crossing again and decent mental. He's a very good player. Guys, we've got so many players. We have so many flipping players. Our other centre-back is Cameron Burgess on loan from Fulham. Not paying too much towards him. £575 a week. But if he doesn't play in the month, then we have to pay him £2,500. That's completely fine by me. Ben Davies, not the Ben Davies you may know, but a different left back who's also on loan from Preston. He's going to be our backup left back. Maybe rotate with Cicero, who knows. Then we have this guy who's not actually registered. I actually bought him in to be a goalkeeper coach and didn't realise he was also a player. 240 quid a week and he can also play. I don't feel like that's the end of the world. And then this guy was just a backup Cypriot goalie, which means we don't have to worry about the thing, and we pay £1,000 if we don't play him. So it's a huge set of changes right there. And we played 2 games. We won against Agia Napa, who are a newly promoted side. Magic Gomez, of course, scored. I don't think you saw. We renewed his loan. I don't think you saw that on that screen. And then we lost to Apple Limassol at home. I'm going to show you the problem with that game, though. If we go look at our squad, you'll see basically 4 new players down here are unavailable. Well, they're available now, but they missed the first few games. You see, they've not played a single second yet. On top of that, this guy... So, let me clarify a little bit more. Matus Taldul was injured for the last game, which is why when you look here, there's a little injury sign. He wasn't ready to start that game. But then, Papastilianu, my backup goalie, was on loan from Apple Limassol. So I had to play Taldul, even though he was exhausted. It was just a bit of a nightmare. So we're going to make a few changes to this squad now. I'm going to show you guys, as it stands, we're sat here. The board expect top half, which means I can finish 7th, because that is the top half of the table. I don't want to finish 7th. We want to get into this top half. I want to be finishing, honestly, top 4 or anywhere in that section and the cup win. Anything less than top 4, like, we need to be getting Europe next season. Easy as that. And for Europe, it basically goes to... Sorry, 3 teams get it. So you have that one and then 2 teams get the Europa League. And I thought you actually got it for the Cypriot Cup. I may have been wrong. But I need a solid solid performance, basically, this year to improve where we're going. So we're going to make a couple of changes to this side. This is what I had to play the first few games, but we have a lot of players down here that want to be in the squad. So let me do those changes and we'll play our first flipping game. Okay, so for our first game of the season, which is against newly promoted Paralimanu. They've got a really cool badge. I like it. They've got better finances than me too. Our lineup is going to be Taldul in goal. You guys may remember him last year. Absolute legend. I just need to make a change at the back, actually. We're going to have Yarmash at right back as our full-back support. I don't want to be a wing-back. Stay in your lane. Mushtaris and Cameron Burgess. You guys remember Mushtaris from last season? Sadly, George Ray is too tired to be playing. Then at left back, I'm going to be starting Ben Davies. I'm giving him a go over Cicero in this game. Panagiotis Ballas is our defensive mid. If we get in trouble, Theophanos comes in. You guys know how good he was last year. Michael Caine is replacing Chimodzi. Partly because Chimodzi's tired and partly because maybe his time is up. Who knows? And then Osadebe. Do you know what? I feel like Panagiotu's been too good to drop him. That's not fair. We are going to play Panagiotu in his usual role. This is what we're doing. And then Magic Gomez is going to be playing behind a front 2 of Dimitris Souanos and Cicero Bobbio. I don't know how to say their flipping names. Sam Byrne will be our second choice for either of them. But as it stands, we don't have many flipping strikers. But we're going to get through it. This should be a relatively comfortable game. First game of this season. It's a big one. We need to beat this team. We haven't got our full strength squad just yet, but we're not far off it. I want to see how we get on. Guys, as I said earlier on, I really do want to show my complete thanks to you guys for how incredible you've all been on this series. I could never have expected it to have gone down so well. Every comment is unreal. The amount of people that are saying they've started playing Football Manager because of this, or they've re-downloaded it, or they don't even like Football Manager but they're loving this series. It's absolutely mind-blowing. As you can see though, we're actually a really good team. Like, look at these stats. I know this is a newly promoted side. We've got a penalty. But we were predicted to finish bottom last year. I should have shown you season preview. This is important. Season preview, you always need to see this. We are predicted still 11th. We're going to do better than that, guys. We all know it. We all know it. We are easily top 6 team in the country, I think, now. I mean, I only have 2 games to go off. And we have played, this is the second newly promoted side we've played. But I think we're a good side. In my heart, I can feel it. We're 1-0 up. Not sure who... Oh, Kane took the penalty. Our central midfielder. I'm still having the problem that every time we record the highlights take ages. Let's have a look at it. Kane steps up. Nice and easy. Just side foots it along the ground. That's basically a FIFA penalty right there. Unsavable. Easy as that. I've got to say, guys, where I have flipping every league in the world loaded pretty much, another penalty. What are these guys doing? It took me so long to get through the summer. It took me about 4 hours yesterday, maybe 5, to get through the summer because each day takes forever because I've got so many flipping leagues. But Kane steps up. Can he repeat his feat? I reckon he's going to go the exact same way he did, and the goalie saved it. Silly, silly, silly man. If that comes back to bite us, I'd be gutted. But looking at these stats, we're in a different world to them. I wonder if we're actually genuinely that much better than them or not. Because that's incredible. I wonder if their players are just awful. Let's have a quick look. I know I cut out the games a lot, but I mean, they're not awful. They really aren't that bad compared to our team. We have a couple of players on loan. Ignore Sam Burton. It's pretty similar. Flipping heck. Right. If we do not get all 3 points now, though, it will be absolutely horrific because of just how dominant we have been. But I don't know if I want to go more attacking or what to do. Yarmash as well, I forgot to say. This guy, it's hard to show you because I can't highlight. There you go. Teamwork and work rate are both 20. What a man. When you say looking for overlap, he flipping looks for it and runs it 50,000 times. We're going to take off Suarez, give Burn a little run out, and we're going to give Osadebe his first game. Panagiotu's going to come off. We're going to let Osadebe do a bit of box to box. That way he may give us a little bit more cover further back in the pitch. But I feel like we've kind of got a little bit of everything in the side. We're going to take off Michael Caine. You know who's coming on. Flipping Chimodzi, the man legend, basically. One of our probably our best player last year. He got Fans Player of the Season. He's not quite top of the league quality, but he's not far off it. But it's nice to have a little win under our belts with our full strength squad. I feel like we've done that quick enough, guys, that I can treat you to a second game. Let's go ahead and get a second game under our boots. Well done, lads. That was a good win. Let's build morale up. Having easy games at the start is good, but probably could have done with more goals, but I'm not going to complain. We essentially, I don't know why, does it go off like goals scored rather than goal difference? Who knows, but we're basically second in the league. We're about to play Applewell. That'll be the next game. That'll be the test to see if we're actually any good yet or not, because Applewell are fantastic. They are the team that are in Europe constantly. If we just look, I mean, they got knocked out of the Europa Cup qualifying, so they're not actually in Europe this year. They were in the flipping knockout stages before, but they're still arguably the best team in the league. Like, you just look at that. I mean, one of their worst players is probably better than my best. I know a lot of people are wondering how we get on with coaching courses. Just to show you guys, I'm going to apply for it now. We'll go to the board. I'll say I've tried both of them. I'll say this one to further my skills. Every reply is the club's current financial situation and they're not making money. So I don't know how to go forward, really. All we need is a great finish with this club, maybe. I'm still, as well, guys, it does need to be said, I am constantly looking for a club that has money, and I mean, we'll apply for Shakhtar Soligorsk. Why not? I am looking for a club where we can go just for our coaching alone. That's important to me. Also, it's taken me like 20 minutes just to skip to this next game. So long. I would sit here and show you, but that sounds boring. Okay, right, we are going to be playing against Applewell. Are we making any changes to the side? I think we are. George Ray is going to come in for Cameron Burgess. It's risky because they're playing well at the back, but George Ray is supposed to be the best centre-back at the flipping club. Panagiotu wasn't that good last game, so I don't know if we drop him or not. Do we give Osadebe a start? We're going to give Osadebe a start because I want someone who can come back a little bit more, and that's what I feel like that setup will offer. Any other changes? No. We need to go into this game. We're going to get stuck into it. I do want to change this to be structured. Other than that, we're going to remain in control. Applewell are enormous favourites for the game. They are not doing that well so far. They're on 1 win and 2 draws. I will happily take a draw away to Applewell, of course. Show everyone what you can do. That's what we're talking about. Guys, I'm going to put the Xbox controller down. I was opening some packs midway through that gap. But we need a draw here would be fantastic. That would kind of show the intent that we want to show. But as it stands, 6 minutes in, we have touched just the ball a quarter of the time, and this is looking terrifying. Ebesilio cracks the crossbar, but Yarmash does well to deal with it and gets it away for us. That's all right. As long as we don't concede early, that's okay. They're having a lot of the ball, which is slightly worrying. They've got a flipping number 99 goalkeeper. You guys know how much I hate that. But they are passing the ball around nicely, and they have a ridiculous amount of width. They are properly playing wide. I just thought I'd point that out. If we can try and exploit these little areas, run into the flanks maybe, that could be effective. But as it stands, what is Taldul doing? What are you doing, mate? 1-0 down. Of course, you guys saw who scored that. You remember him last season, the man who scored 1 million goals. He's just got his 5th goal of the season. Are you kidding me? What can you do when they've got like a £1 million striker up top? You just can't compete, that's what. Instantly they have another chance though with a counter-attack. Play it to flip. Look at him! Cicero, Bobbio, go on, son! Spotted it. He played the pass. I'm not sure who got the assist then. It may have been Magic Gomez. We'll shortly see. It was Ballas, the defensive midfielder, played an incredible pass. I saw him in the space and he noticed it. A left-footed finish. We always seem to have good left-footed advance forwards. I don't know why, but it's a thing that we do. That is what I'm talking about. The game has very much levelled out here. And as we go into the half, very even. I'm very happy. You guys were telling me off for being so nice to them when they're doing well at half-time. I'm going to say this. We can still come out of a win. Fire them up a little bit. I don't know what we're doing with that, but we'll see what comes of it. Let me adjust this episode slightly, let you guys see a little bit more of the latest scores. I adjusted the layout of the screen ever so slightly. The stats are now higher up. The formations are down here. They're playing a more attacking formation. At the start, they had 2 defensive mids and 1 holding mid. But we need to make some changes. We have some tired players. Osa Davey, you've done well. But we're going to make a double change in midfield. Chimodzi, we've seen what he can do in a big game. And we're also going to bring on Panagiotou. Give a little bit more fluidity to the attack. Other than that, Ballas is playing well. Should we give Burn 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Let's do it. Finish it up. Triple sub. They've already made all 3 of theirs, so why not make all 3 of ours? I'm going to go from control to standard, though. Kind of float around in between it because we've got 15 minutes to go. I'd rather come out with a point than lose it all. But it looks like there's a chance. There's a highlight in their half, but it only takes a second to switch into our half as they do quite quickly. The incredible striker plays it to Lavaggia. Please mess up your chance. Taldul saves it comfortably. And that is that's pretty promising. Where's this going to go? It doesn't go anywhere. That's the highlight over. There are 4 minutes left in this game. Can we see it out? That's the question. Taldul's on a 6.4, which is a little bit worrying. But Cicero Bobbio plays it straight to the Waterman. I think I've mentioned him in an episode before. His name rings a bell. But I think that's going to be it. The referee should blow his whistle any minute now. And we've taken a draw away to, in my opinion, the best team in the league. They've done fantastically. Their morale should be up for it. We have a bit of an interesting setup now. Granted, we're the only team to have lost in the top 5. But it was a game when we didn't have our full squad. We had an injured goalkeeper. And now we have an upcoming line of Katakopias, who finished 7th last year. That would be a big game to win. We've got Aris Limassol, we've got a Norfolk seat, and then we have AEL, last year's champions. I think we're going to go ahead and get these 3 games done. Then we're going to come back for the AEL game and the Cypriot First Round Cup. Guys, smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Thank you once again for all the support. You guys have been absolutely incredible. I'm trying to upload this 6 PM every single day, so keep your eyes peeled in your sub box for it, or come check out the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.